My father became an atheist, kind of following, I think, his father's learnings, and but he didn't want to impose that on his two sons, and so as a child, we did go to church occasionally, to different churches, and I think the goal was to give us the opportunity to experience religion or church and make our own decision. In high school, I did have my best friend was a Christian, although I felt tricked at one point by him inviting me to the movies with him and some friends. And as it turned out, it wasn't a blockbuster, but a movie about salvation and what happens if you're not saved. And so I felt a little uncomfortable, especially afterwards with the church. Some of the church members asking, so what do you think? I thought I didn't want to ever go back again.
Yeah.
My wife grew up in the Catholic Church and wasn't a regular churchgoer as a young adult, and neither was I, of course. But her father got cancer and very quickly died just right around the time when we were getting married. And his final request really to his family was to get closer to God. And she did. And began a personal relationship with Christ at that time. And within my own household, that first introduction was she would say nighttime prayers to our new little baby daughter Elise, and I wanted to be part of that. And so I would go in, and I could hear them praying in the other room, but I would go in, and it got to be our tradition as a new little family to say our prayers at night together. But I can say this, that it was coming here routinely to Fremont where I felt comfortable, where I felt welcomed as I was. Not that I had to deceive anybody by claiming Christianity or being somewhere that I wasn't in my walk of faith. And truly, not until I met Brian Doherty, who was the worship leader at the time, and I told him my story, and he and that I had been drumming in some other semi-professional bands when I was younger, and really was moved by the worship team and offered to participate in that anytime I could, And he brought me in, and it has been a terrific journey being part of the worship team. It is now, even though when I was younger, I appreciated God and nature, backpacking and those kinds of things. I always felt that presence in nature. But since joining the worship team with Brian and now with Jordan, I feel the closest. I really do. When we are worshiping together, yeah.